Hello everybody, Ace here, giving it to you straight with day 86 of the Video Log Challenge, and today I wanted to talk to you all about how it's time that we stop pretending. It's time for us to start being the masters, and the only way to do that is to move forth in our seat of self and trust that we know what we're doing. Now, one of the worst things adults did for us as we grew up was always asking us, what do you want to be when you get older? Let me take you out of this present state moment as you are as a child, the perfect being that you are. What do you want to be in the future? Who do you want to be? Instead of who do you want to become, or what do you believe yourself to be moving forward, it's how do you want to pretend like us? And if you look at humans, especially small humans, and the way they interact with one another, they mimic everything. We mimicked everything. So even when we were playing house, we would put on a face like mommy's mad or daddy's upset or this and that, because all we're seeing is these grown humans with these emotions and feelings that have no idea how to self-regulate, and we're thinking that that's the way to be and that's how we do it, that we react when somebody makes us feel this way, that we attack when we perceive somebody is trying to hurt us. And we grow up not really knowing our emotions, our feelings, or what's really going on. We grow up pretending. We pretend to be adults. We pretend to be professionals. We pretend to be happy. We pretend to be fulfilled. We pretend to be healthy. We pretend to like ourselves. We pretend to love ourselves. And then we project all of our bullshit onto everyone around us, and then we don't understand why it's just a bunch of people running around with their heads cut off, screaming, my hair's on fire, and nobody really knows what to do, because it's not just one generation, but this is 4 or 5 generations now of humans that have pretended to be who they are, to the point where we have no idea who we are, and because we're so lost, we will defend anything that's comfortable, and we will defend anything that's familiar because it's really the only thing we know. And that's why the name of this video today is to stop pretending, is because it's time for us to become the masters that we know we are. If we've been doing this work the last year specifically, if we've been going through the path of being human, if we've been shedding all of the aspects of ourselves that are no longer serving us, now there's nothing left to do but be. And if you can't be, it's because you're still trying to, or still pretending to, be something that you're not. And it's important, especially now. It's crazy. Stuff's going down. Things are coming out. So all these people that talked crap, that said we were crazy, that said we had no idea what we were talking about. And I know people that have been awake for 40 years, right? 40 years on this planet being awake. I commend you. I salute you for sticking around and not giving up on us and not giving up on humanity. But the time has come. That's what these last couple of videos have been about. That's why I keep kind of going with it. The time has come for the masters to begin walking in that role with humility, with kindness, love, and compassion, and showing the other humans who have yet to find their beingness how it's done. We have chosen to walk the road less traveled over these last couple of years. And when everybody seemed to have their shit together and it looked like we didn't have our shit together, now all of a sudden we have our shit together, truly, and all the people are realizing that they were full of shit all along. And one of the key aspects of this ascension journey is finally admitting that you may be full of shit. That's imposter syndrome. And I know my words aren't always the nicest, and I know my words are always very direct. I do say in the beginning, I'm going to give it to you straight. Because here it is, we've been coddling our egos for so long that when I come at somebody with real soft, oh, you're good, you got, it just feeds their ego. It feeds this idea that they don't have to do anything and that it's all everyone else. And again, I'm not here to tell you how to walk your path. What I am here to tell you is that if you've been walking this path, now it's time to stand up in that truth that you've discovered. That's all I'm saying. And how you speak your truth is on you. I'm not telling you how to speak your truth. I'm not telling you how to do anything. All I'm saying is what we're doing, including me, by allowing other humans to go forth trying to do things and messing everything up and not speaking our truth, not trying to guide them, not leading them the way that we lead ourselves. We're giving our consent for the world to continue going to shit and to decay. And I'm not saying that anything we do can actually change the world whatsoever. But it is your duty as a light warrior, as a light worker, as a way shower, as a starseed, for you, for your path, for your ascension, for your growth, for your sojourn evolution, to stand in your line and speak the truth. We are connected consciousness. I just made a video about the 100th monkey theory, finally. We are a connected consciousness, and every time you speak your truth, you're speaking that truth for all the humans that have yet been able to unlock that aspect of themselves. But it's also, it's no more time for pretending. There's no more time for trying or for figuring it out. There's nothing to figure out. We already have figured it all out. All that's left is to do and to be and to speak. Not with anger, not with emotion and feeling and trauma and all that stuff that we've shedded already. We've already shed all that stuff. If we get triggered in a conversation, it's good. That's what I'm trying to get you all to see, is that these triggers are challenges. And those challenges help us grow. And those challenges, if we handle them correctly, will actually demonstrate to all the other humans that have not earned their beingness yet, whoa, look how strong that person is. Look how courageous. I want to be like that. I wonder what that feels like. What's it like to be so secure in yourself that you can speak truth to somebody and they come at you all twisted and you still stand in your sovereignty with love and light and you smile? And I'm speaking to my truth. I'm speaking to myself as well. I don't smile when people come at me yet, but I'm working on it. It's all we can do is work on it. But pretending, faking it till you make it, faking the funk, ain't working anymore. It's not going to work. It has never worked. It was always a house of cards. That's what pretending is. Pretending is a house of cards. The reason I've lived 4 lives in this life already is because I pretended to be that person that I created, thinking that's who I needed to be accepted by everyone else. And it wasn't until this last transformation, right, that I realized the only person I need acceptance from is myself. And the only way that I'll accept myself is if I stop pretending and I start being exactly who I designed myself to be before I came into this life. That is our responsibility now. There's no more time for playing doctor. There's no more time for playing grown-up. There's only time for healing. There's only time for ascension. There's only time for love and light. And the crazy thing about that is if you cannot push love and light into the world because you're still taking things personal, because you're pretending to be someone you're not, then you're only adding to the amount of trauma that we still have to let go of. And the more we handle our own shit, the more we handle our own trauma, the less the collective has to handle for you. That's why we're only as strong as our weakest link. And also why, if we are the ascended masters now, incarnate, if we are Christ consciousness in mass, if we are the warriors of light, the way showers, the light workers, the Starseeds, the crystal children, the indigos, the people that have been waiting for this time their whole lives, all their lives, then it's time to stand up. It's time to step out. It's time to speak out against tyranny. It's time to speak out for those who cannot speak for themselves yet. We were just there not too long ago. This is our job, this is our time, and this is what we are designed to do. And if you don't resonate with this message, that's fine, but start looking at it from more of a personal lens of how am I pretending in my life? Where am I faking it till I make it still? Just start taking inventory. I know these messages the last couple days have been a little more direct, not so bright and bubbly, because this is the point in time as these videos release. There isn't much of that right now. And so people need to hear the truth straight. And there's no one better at giving the truth straight than those warriors of light who have awoken to who they really are, to their sovereignty, and have done the work within themselves to let themselves off the hook, put themselves on the hook for all the stuff that they need to put themselves on the hook for, to be responsible for themselves, to be accountable to others, and to show the way. And the only way we can do that is by being a beacon. And again, not being a dick. This is me. Again, not passively, aggressively attacking people for putting masks on their children. If you're being triggered by the way someone else does something to someone else, that means that's in you still. It's a mirror, and it's reflecting some trauma you still have. So me seeing a mother put a mask on a little boy triggers me because I was a little boy before, and I know what it's like to be forced to do things that goes against your sovereignty. And even at 4 or 5 human years, you know what your sovereignty is. We give up our sovereignty as we get older. We have our sovereignty as we come into this life. And that is what we're trying to gain back. And the only way we can gain that back is by speaking our truth with love and respect, but standing strong in it when people come at you, because we're not compromising ourselves for anyone or anything ever again. Stop pretending. No more time to fake it till you make it. No more time to fake the funk. No more time to cook the books, to bullshit, to get people to buy stuff they don't need with money they don't have. All that scheming crap, that marketing into oblivion, that 20th, early 21st century just mania, it's done. People will not believe anything we say until we show them what we are saying and demonstrate through our beaconness who we are, what we're about, and they'll go, wow, that person walks their talk and they fly their vision. I want to be more like them. That's why these videos are all about showing up, stepping up, standing up, speaking out, standing in your lying, stop pretending. It's the time. It's time now. This is it. This is where we're at. And I'm grateful to be here with all of you. I truly am. I'm proud of all of you. It's amazing the comments I get, the deep, deep introspective comments that just, I love it. When people just put their heart out, they throw their vulnerability out there and like, this is what I'm going through. These are my questions, please help. There's nothing more in this life that brings me passion and love than engaging with somebody on this spiritual human path to help them grow, to give them some perspective. Because here it is I'm doing nothing but giving you a mirror. I'm giving you a perspective. I'm giving you concepts from my definitions that I hope unlock something and activate for your own definitions. There's nothing I can do to heal you. There's nothing I can do to fix you. I can only support you. And the only way I can support you is by being that mirror for you, giving it to you straight, loving you the way I love you with truth and honor and respect and dignity. I'm not going to coddle you all. I'm not. I'm not going to coddle you. I'm not going to pat your bottom. I'm not going to wipe your butt. I'm not going to wipe your sniffles. I ain't going to do any of that. But what I will do is if you do come crying to me and you tell me about something, I'll put my arm around you and I'll give you some love. And then I will sit with you face to face, eye to eye, and I will go, how is this happening for you? And what are the lessons you're learning right now? I give perspective. I show the way. That's all I can do. I still am a human in this journey and I'm still walking my path. But I'm really learning deep, deep lessons this last month of let it go or let it be. And if you're feeling something, it's working, that means you're transmuting it. And if you're feeling it and you're not putting it on somebody else, that means you're owning it. And that means you're going to grow. But if you start transferring your shit onto somebody else because you don't want to deal with it through gossip, through attacking, through physical violence, you're only adding to the issue and it's going to take us longer to heal. So I'm very proud of all of you and I love you all very much. I hope you get a little bit further on your path today. I hope you gain a little bit more clarity on your journey, and I hope you can bring in a little bit more love into your heart so that you can see that there's no more time to pretend. There's only time to be. And if you're feeling a certain sort of way, it's probably because you have to let it go. So let yourself off the hook from everything that happened in your past. Put yourself on the hook for your healing. Stop, breathe, ask, listen, trust, and understand that all this is happening for us. And the more we project our shit onto everyone and everything outside of us, the longer it's going to take for humanity to evolve. That is why it is our mission now to not only heal ourselves, but then stand in our line, be the beacon light warriors that we are, and demonstrate to the world how it's done. We've ascended. We are the masters. Reincarnate. We're just remembering. And we're going to ascend again in this chaos. That's the time. This is what the message is. If you liked what you've seen and heard today, hit that like button. If you want to join the Army of Energy, hit that subscribe button. If you want some help detoxing your body, hit me up. I'll tell you all about dirt and how the 77 trace minerals have literally helped me detox the trauma from my cells. And if you want some support on this path in any way, hit me up. Just leave a comment. Send me an email. I answer every comment. You can ask people. I answer every comment. I answer every email. And if you seriously want to jump on a call with me and spend an hour having a conversation just to work through some shit, hit me up. I will give you that hour. I promise. I hope you have a wonderful day, an even better evening, and I will see you all at the same time tomorrow. Take care, and goodbye.